I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I worked for IRS for 10 years. I have been in private practice for 40 years. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I sit here at home shooting these YouTubes. I'm more comfortable if you want to see me on television and my national newscast. You can look me at 777irs.com and you can see me. I've been interviewed about 10 times on national TV, including Fox twice, ABC, The Briefing Room, Washington Bureau, NBC, Newsmax, CBS, and all the other stations. I have about 7,000 subscribers here. I give you honest and truthful information. I tell you about the IRS, and I tell you where and not to get ripped off. You should go to my website, like I said, at 777irs.com, and you will see my cast of characters and the people who make my team up. Today I want to talk to you about letters that you get in the mail, and they're usually fraudulent and lie letters about being able to settle your tax debt. There's a lot of money to be made in tax resolution, and you should know something about me. I was a former revenue officer, and I used to accept and work the offer and compromise program. I was good enough to be a lead instructor, and they sent me to Atlanta to teach the program many years ago. Peter Salinger has probably, my team has worked over 2,500 offers and compromise. We are national experts in the subject of IRS tax settlements. I used to accept them and deny them. I can tell you everything you need to know about an offer and compromise. I am an expert in the matter. So what I tell you has got to be really important to you. There are a lot of advertising myths and people trying to rip you off. And when you get a federal tax lien filed against you, you're going to get a myriad of letters and calls because the federal tax lien puts the public on notice that you owe money to the Internal Revenue Service. When you start getting calls and letters, and some of them very aggressive, I want you to know these people telling you that you can settle your debt are full of crap. Absolutely full of crap. Why are they full of crap? Because they don't know if you're eligible to go ahead and settle your tax debt. I get so many calls on this phone right here every single day about people getting ripped off by a company. And this is what happens. A federal tax lien gets filed, they answer a letter, they pick up the phone, the company salesman makes them believe they can settle their debt without knowing the whole history, and boom, they've given a company a lot of money, and the next thing they know, they're broke and the company did nothing. If that's happened to you, there's things you can do. I've made a number of videos on it, but for those of you who've not bought into the trick, this is what you need to know. Only 3 people can represent you in front of Internal Revenue Service: an attorney and a CPA and an enrolled agent. Those are the only people with designations allowed to speak to the IRS on your behalf. If you're not speaking to one of those people, you're speaking to a lie. You're speaking to a salesperson. You're speaking to a person who wants to make a large commission off you because you're believing scripts that these people read. At the end of the day, if you want to settle your debt and you want to know if you can, first of all, go to the IRS pre-qualifier tool. There's one. Just put IRS pre-qualifier tool for the offer and compromise. It's accurate, not real accurate. There's modifications I would make on it. I don't take that as the Bible, the 10 Commandments. In fact, it's close, but it's not what you need. But if you're going to go ahead and you want to settle your debt, 2 things that you should do. You should know what the formula is and know who's doing your work. So at the end of the day, what I would do is I would do 2 other things. I would Zoom with the person that you're going to give a check to, number 1, and that's big, so you get a gut feeling. And 2, you want to give the financial statement that's going to that individual, because that's the person representing you in front of Internal Revenue Service, and they got to know what your finances are all about. So when you get all these letters, all these calls, unless people are attorneys, CPAs, and enrolled agents, and you've given them your financial statement, you're probably going to be ripped off. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So find somebody who will give you a free consultation, us or whoever. Send them that financial statement. That IRS wants to look at it, and just take off personal information, so that's not an issue. Then find out if you're truly capable and you can go ahead and settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. We're national experts, and I'm welcome to take any calls or emails you want to send me. My information is below. Give me a subscription if you would. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much.